Truth be told, y'all, I don't even really know how to address this whole topic. I did a video on it a few months ago, which did pretty good right after we seen the first official trailer, which is kind of why I was like, maybe I should do another video. That one, that one about shadows, that one did pretty good. But for real, I was seriously leaning on not addressing this till the game came out. But it's like the longer I waited, and the closer it got to the game's launch, the more and more drama started bubbling, the more and more stuff Ubisoft kept doing. So, I mean, here we are. But before we go into any and all of that, make sure you hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. We're out here trying to hit 5K by the end of the year, y'all. And damn, how you gonna get fired on your day off? After taking some time to meditate, I thought long and hard about it, and one of the main reasons that I started YouTube, and besides the fact that I wanted to promote and get exposure for my games when I start creating games, which, by the way, primarily features black / African American characters. I wanted to be a black voice for geeks, which in YouTube is unironically a very niche area in the interwebs. I mean, so how could I not talk about something that directly affects me? Seriously. Now, let's get the elephant out of the room. All this drama is because Yasuke is black. And we all know it. Some of y'all can reject and reflect or dress it up. I'm using air quotes here. Call it woke, which the word woke itself has gotten totally misconstrued and twisted to mean something else. Or my new favorite diversity, or my new favorite word, diversity, or my new favorite word, DEI, I should say, favorite acronym, is diversity, equality, inclusion. Or my new favorite, diversity, equity, and inclusion, otherwise known as DEI, which I'm just being sarcastic. That's not my new favorite word or acronym. The fact is that the whole uproar is because, bro, it's black. Since the game's announcement, apparently, the Japanese government has gotten involved, as well as a petition of over 100,000 Japanese fans of the series voicing their disappointment and concerns about the game, calling Shadows racist and having severe historical inaccuracies, and even saying that the game's first time in Japan should star a lead Japanese male, or a male Japanese character, however you want to dyslexia that I just did. I mean, they do have a point though. But I took a dramatic pause on purpose. That's how I feel damn near about I don't know how many pieces of fiction. Let me just say that again, works of fiction which could and should star a black character, but guess what? Bros is MIA. So I only have so much sympathy or so much empathy for that, honestly, because it's funny too. LaShawn Thomas just dropped a Yasuke series on Netflix. What was it? A couple years ago, 2021, 2022. And it was starring Lakeith Stanfield, the star from Atlanta. He was on Get Out. He just played as a Black Jesus. Also, it's not like the story hasn't been around for decades. I mean, I've been knowing about his story for forever now. Granted, I'm black, and so I do hunt for stories about black characters, fictional and non-fictional, but still, come on. even if bro wasn't a real person, like seriously, even if he wasn't a real person in history, does that really matter? The story is in a game, which, wait, just happens to be a work of fiction. Case in point, if y'all remember Frey, she was destroyed before Forspoken even dropped. When they launched that demo and the first clips, this woman damn near got executed. The excuse why people didn't like her was the way she talked. Here, look. She was, here's the air quotes again, cringe. Another word that, look, never mind. Never mind, because I'm about to get off topic. But for real, I still, to this day, say that some of the shit she said, like, boom, got him, boom, got him, or some other, like, 90-ish, early 2000s slang she says, I still say to this day, granted, I'm a millennial, you know, so I've been around for a minute, so maybe that's the people who created, they were like in my age group, but Forspoken is a good game. Like, after you remove all the initial BS it received, seriously, if y'all like Final Fantasy 16, it's basically the same formula as Final Fantasy 16. You'll like Forspoken. Kill a boss, get their powers. And just like Final Fantasy 16, you're the only person in your party. Doesn't that sound familiar? Yeah, you got Jill, yeah, you got Sid, but you can't control them. You can't control them. You can't control them. The main difference, though, about the two games is one was developed by Square Enix and the other is by Ubisoft. And like a friend told me when the game first got announced, he was like, I just don't trust Ubisoft with a black character and with, you know, the whole situation with Yasuke being a black character. And damn, he was right. I mean, and that was before the flag drama and the 100,000 petitions. This is like right when we first seen the announcement. I personally don't like Ubisoft. I was lukewarm to most of their games, and truth be told, I did like Assassin's Creed Origins, which I still need to beat, and the first Watch Dogs, I did like that, but after I got shadow banned by Ubisoft during the summer of 2019 during E3, and damn near made me miss streaming Final Fantasy VII Remake announcement on YouTube, I had to go to Twitch, which, you know, things work out for the way it's supposed to work out, because I hadn't even been using Twitch like that, but I had an account, so I jumped on Twitch to see my favorite franchise. I was pissed, to say the least. They really since then have kind of been whatever to me. Usually I don't cover their games. I haven't even talked about anything Ubisoft since that or up until now, but I will be picking up Shadows for obvious reasons. I mean, if you didn't get the gist of it from what we have said so far in the video. But seriously though, how many stories have been starring Asian and white characters that use, borrow, reimagine historical events? I was just playing Persona 3, and the use of other cultural deities is out there. Look, Persona does it with the tarot cards and other deities as far as the personas. Final Fantasy has done it with Shiva, which, you know, is an Indian culture. They've used some things from Greek culture in Final Fantasy. It's so many cultures inside of a lot of Japanese video games that it just seems kind of funny that the one black character, whether he's historical or not, you know, he's being ostracized, or at least they're trying to run this dude about a town. See, that's why he got a damn helmet on. Cause see, if everybody in Shadows knew he was black, well, then that'll be a problem. So yeah, and well, black people should make their own games and develop them, right? I know that's what some of y'all saying, or I'm probably gonna get in some of the chat, and that's a good point. And there are a few of us out there like Xavier Nelson Jr., Cat Small, Geneva Hayward, Charles McGregor, Neil Jones, and Manuel Gotti is actually making an RPG now from Black Sands, his comic. And those are just to name a few. But again, like I said, it's a few. That's a very small drop in the bucket. And many of the folks, like I just named, aren't heads of AAA studios and have the pull or the clout to be able to pull or insert characters or perspectives like that in video games or in certain video games, or at least not yet. You see how I said that? At least not yet. By the way, developing games, that's not easy. Also, folks out here acting like this is the first time that Assassin's Creed has had a person of color in their games. I mean, come on. This situation is not even like a comic book or Disney skin swapping situation. I know y'all are not gonna agree, and that's cool. That's fine with me. That's fine if we don't agree. I'm from the old school. We can disagree and still be cool. There's no need to get personal. We can have our opinions. That's part of being an adult. You know. Even after saying all that, Ubisoft is still going to be Ubisoft, right? There's also the matter of Ubisoft using a banner in the game's concept art. The banner is from a reenactment group who's dedicated to primarily teaching the public about the use of matchlock rifles during the I'm gonna try my excuse my Japanese beforehand. Sekigahara Rifle Corps. And they say, I'm gonna start calling them SRC. SRC says Ubisoft used their custom banner without permission. Ubisoft did issue an official apology, but there's always a but. A few days later, SRC held another meeting and decided that they were going to request that Ubisoft remove the pictures that were used in the official collector's edition art book as well. The group was kind of left on red, and when they did talk to him, they were met with some excuses. So they decided that they were going to talk to Square Enix, who has been producing the game or distributed the game out here in the States. But since then, or at least the time of this video, unfortunately, they still haven't got in contact with them. At the end of the day, I hate to say it like this, Ubisoft's gonna be Ubisoft, and I do hope that with this type of press, because even as they say, all press is good press, this is still putting out a buzz for the game, whether good or bad. And if I wasn't gonna get the game before, all this hate for it, that might sound crazy, has made me really want to get the game. I'm gonna support Yasuke, because I supported the Netflix adaptation as well, with the homie LaShawn Thomas created. And honestly, I really wasn't the biggest fan of that. I actually liked Cannon Busters better than I liked Yasuke. And Cannon Busters was okay. I was hoping for a season 2, but that's a video for another day. I'm really hoping that the game does well, not only to shut the mouths of everybody who've been talking crap about it, because it's going to be the same type of situation that happened with this, like it happened with San Andreas when that drop was at 04, which still to this day is arguably the best GTA in the series. We gonna see how the world reacts to GTA 6 though, which is starring Latinos, folks of Hispanic heritage, brown folks, as well as a female lead protagonist. So we gonna see how the world responds to that, especially, you know, folks in the States. As well, no, just folks in general, because they got petitions in Japan, the government involved. But that's all I got for y'all on this one, interweb. What do y'all think? Will Ubisoft drop the ball on this one if they already haven't, in your eyes? And will you be picking up Assassin's Creed Shadows this year when it drops? Let me know in the comment section below. And if you've made it this far in the video, hit that like button. It's free 99, I promise. And if you want to stay up to date with all things RPGs and all things geek, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I make geekly content here on the channel all the time. All the time. And as always, anywhere, remember to eat, geek, sleep, repeat. Peace.